Hi, my name is Jeff. This is our 98 S10 Blazer. My wife come home from work today and said that it has a wobbly wheel. So she don't drink, so I know it's not her nerves. So we jacked it up, we checked it out, and it has a bad wheel bearing. So luckily these are a one-piece hub unit, and we're gonna remove and replace it. Actually, we had one in the back. Yeah, get to work.
It'll never be that easy again. We need some lightage in here.
Yeah, would you do it?
Over there.
Yeah. That almost new rotor at one point in time is doing almost new rotor things. Steering wheel box.
So, back here, oh, these ones are, wait a minute.
They're bolts, they're not.
Yeah, these are bolts. They're not the other guys. Alright, so back here, they look like 15s, but they're not. Nope.
18.
Probably. There's two 18mm bolts. Yep. And there's one more. Down here somewhere. And it's like...
Are you taking the caliper bracket off or the caliper?
The bracket, but the caliper's got to come off, so it'll come off of the rotor. Maybe? No? Told you it was 18.
Hey, you're stuck.
Thanks. Nope, that's not good. What's that thing you said in the last video about don't buy junk?
Yeah. That's why I go to Snap on Ratchet.
I guess so.
Anyone else have issues with the impact?
It's not that it's junk, it's just...
Something with the electric. When you pull the trigger, it doesn't do Milwaukee things. It does democratic things.
And yes, the battery is charged.
Hey, I heard Old MacDonald had a farm.
Did he now?
Yeah.
What do you do with it?
Well, I don't know. Just been talk around town that, you know, Old MacDonald had a farm.
Who even is that guy?
Old MacDonald?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's Santa Claus's uncle.
Is he old?
I don't know. Never met the guy. Heard he has good nuggets, though.
That's good. Did you hear that he had a farm?
Yep, that's probably where the nuggets come from. Warning, do not use screwdriver as pry bar. Ours are ceramic pads holding up. Because they are ceramic. Because I like to go, and when you go, you need to whoa.
Well, I guess the clip came out. A little bit of wear.
I know they work well. You can leave that one on, it'll come off with the caliper bracket.
If you say so.
I say so.
Well, then it must do.
Okay, so you got this bracket off and you dropped it, and then we're gonna pull the rotor off and get behind there. There are 3 or 4 bolts usually. I think this one's only 3. It's small as it is. We're gonna pop them off and disconnect the ABS and remove it. Okay, so what we had to do off camera, because I needed help, is pull back here and then hit the hub. And you can see it's already crooked, and it broke it loose. So you always want to be mindful of here unless you don't care and you're replacing your rotors, but right now is not the time to be spending money on parts. So we had to kind of improvise and put pressure back here on the rotor between the spindle, pry out, and hit the hub, because the hub's junk. And there's no blemishes or anything on the rotor. Everything is kosher. Yes, it's pitted, but it's gonna have to work for now. Okay, so here's your 3 bolts. They're triangulated. There's one there. I coordinate my finger with the camera. There's one there. There's one over here in the exact same spot as here, but over there. So Nick's gonna go ahead and break them loose. Okay, it's out. I think the grease seal gave out. I've never seen one where the grease actually came out the back. See them a little dirty and all, but
It's bad, you can tell. You hear it?
yeah, for sure. And someone's already been here before, so I'm hoping it's not one of these, because I haven't had much luck with these. A good friend of mine turned me on to these people, and it always worked really well for him, and they're very affordable, great price for all their stuff. But I haven't had much luck with them lately. We did my son's mom's Trailblazer, and she don't go far, and she don't drive like a lunatic, and her front end shot again. And put everything on and greased it, make sure it was good to go, and I don't know. They're just not who they used to be. If anyone knows about these guys, maybe they moved to China or...
In your Detroit axle kit that got put on Christian's red S10, that front end, we put everything together, the ball joints and stuff, just weren't it.
Nope. So I don't know. They're not like they used to be. Not when my friend was using them.
We put a front end on Paul's truck. That was back in 2019 when we did that, and that thing's still solid as can be. And that was a Detroit axle.
Yep.
I didn't know it came with an ABS cord, or else I would have left it on there when we took the hub off.
I mean, who knows? I mean, some people I know will buy parts and put them in someone else's boxes, their own label, sell them that way. So who knows where this actually came from?
This one's good. There's no clunking. New ABS wire. So that's good.
That's pretty sweet.
There you go. So.
Mom usually finds pretty good deals.
Yippers, that she does.
We're gonna get a rag and wipe that off there real quick and clean that surface up. So she slides back in there and seats properly so it doesn't tighten down on an angle and bind, and could actually throw your alignment off just a tad bit where your tires will wear prematurely. All right, let's get to that. Alrighty, got it all nice and clean. Nick cleaned that out. And we're gonna shove the other one on in there and start putting it back together. Okay, got the hub on. And you got the ABS plugged in and routed. And gonna put the caliper bracket back on. Put the caliper back on after we push it back. And should be good to go. Okay, I don't know if you guys caught that or not, but this guy is blessed like most of the saints, because there's no way I would have been able to slap that caliper back on there without putting those pistons back in the bore. Yeah, that wouldn't happen. I would have had them halfway out the other side of the caliper and it still wouldn't have went on. It would have been like, no, we need more tolerance. So, I don't know if you caught that, but yeah, it went on for him.
The easiest way is when you're taking these guys off, and just to make it life easier for you, you take these two bolts out, and then you want to stick your screwdriver. You want to do a pry bar, but the screwdriver is just narrower so it fits. You do not want to pry against the rotor or the brake pads. These little holes here, you stick it in here and you push against, it will push this. So when you stick it in here and pull back, it'll push these pistons in back here, and from pulling it, it'll push against the brake pads, and it just makes life easier for putting it back on. You don't have to use your piston depressor tool, or whatever you call that.
C-clamp.
Or your C-clamp, but it just makes life easier, and it only takes a few seconds.
And if you do have to use a C-clamp, use your brake pad, your old ones, or if you don't have an old one, you can either use a block of wood or flip your pad over. I've done that. And just be careful. And that looks like a giant cockroach on there, but it's a piece of mud. It's a piece of mud, right? Yeah. Okay. But yeah, so on we go. So we're going to put the wheel back on and take it out in the motocross field and see how it handles.
Jump a few hills.
Yep.
It's going to get chopped off here soon.
Your mug or your hair?
My hair.
Oh, whew, you're starting to worry me. You kids nowadays. So we took her out and ran her up and down the road a little bit, and she runs good, goes down the road straight. So that wheel bearing did the trick. Thank you, Nick, for doing all the labor. Yeah. Also threw some grease in it and went around and made sure everything was nice and tight. So this should be it, and hopefully soon we can get working on this bag of bones. Pile number one. Rubbish. So, thanks for watching. Again, if you don't mind, like and subscribe. Check y'all later.